um, early yesterday morning, right, I was channeling that, and the day before, that a lot of people's tongues, for a lot of the things that they have done, is like going to be cut energetically. The angels are really working through you during this time, and a lot, even like spirits of justice. Crazy thing is too, a soul is have reached out and asked me specifically about Mama Wata, right, which is Santa Marta, but also Midamidora. She represents justice and order as well, just like Sakaumaat. So a lot of you could be called to certain spirits that represent justice during this time. I don't want to be on here saying too much scarcity stuff because, you know, Jazz is a true teller. It's not about being a whistleblower, but I'm here for the true noble ones that be going through a lot of oppression. But your enemies at this time, even the shadow parts within you is being brought up to the surface, where you then can then call judgment upon it and work through that. But when it comes to the ones that have been really trying to psychically hurt you and really oppress you and siphon off of you, also that term destiny swap, but that shit ain't happening no more. Page of Wands and Queen of Wands. What's going on with them? What do they need to know? What's happening? What's changing when it comes to these oppressors? What's taking place? It's divine order. It's divine order. Divine order. Three of Wands. What's taking place when it comes to the people that have been oppressing the noble ones? And for some of you, it's so heavy that somebody that's been hurting you, a family member of theirs, will pass away. It's when I said that the high priestess, and when this happens, a birth within you will come forth, right? Or their soul, whatever they've got going on for themselves, is going to be put to an end. What's going on with these oppressors? For months, some of you could be dealing for months. It's been taking place for months, especially if you're a content creator as myself, right? And this is spiritual work. It's not content. You've been dealing with people who really have not liked you, who really have put you down. And you've rose to the very top. Justice. Baby, look at that. Justice. Is it still recording? Yeah, justice. Haha. Justice is out here. Don't play. On top of the deck, we got justice. Followed by the King of Cups. Five of Pentacles. The Knight of Cups. The Knight of Swords. The Seven of Wands. The Magician. The Eight of Swords. The Hermit. You know, and you know what I'm getting here too? What Spirit is telling me? That if they choose not to reflect in, the souls that have chosen not to reflect in, right? They're going to be stuck. If they choose not to be better, right? It ain't about, it's all a game for them. If they don't choose to be better, I don't feel sorry for them either. No mercy. What's going on with these oppressors? Ace of Pentacles. Five of Wands. The Chariot. There's no movement on their, no new beginnings for them. And they fighting heavy about this. There's no forward movement with this. What else? Tell me more about this Ace of Pentacles. Nine of Cups. Two of Wands. Any manifestations, anything that they've been praying for, anything that they've been yearning and needing and wanting, the spirits, everybody is on their necks. Like they can't, you're not getting through this threshold. They're dominant on top of these energies' heads. Alright, Spirit. Miego. Tell me more about the Nine of Cups. What else do they need to know about this Nine of Cups? The Magician in reverse. Yeah. The Magician in reverse. What I say? Their manifestation, Five of Wands following still. They ain't getting through with this. I'm going to tell you this right now. Because of how they've been doing wrong by you. Tell me more about the Magician in reverse. What else do they need to know? Temperance. What about Temperance? Three of Wands. Some of them have been trying to also heal off of you, take from you. Yeah. Temperance is about healing, right? Restoring balance. It also represents imbalances. It also represents the mind. It also represents the heart. It also represents many parts of you, right? Temperance is Earth Angel to me. That's Sagittarius. It doesn't matter. It's just whatever they've been trying to do for themselves, right? There's something getting in between. And Sun and Aries and Three of Wands is leader, right? It is also, for me, it's fire energy. It's spirits that's getting in between something here. Tell me more. Two of Cups. What about the Two of Cups? What about the Two of Cups? Nine of Swords. Yeah. What are you trying to say here, my noble spirit? Nine of Swords. What else? These people have done so wrong, though, by you. Like, these people have been so bad by you. You know this is for you because Five of Wands, when I said that. They've been so bad. That's what Spirit is saying. They've been so bad. And you could have been speaking truth. If you got a platform, you could have been speaking truth. You could be a healer. You could be a reader. You could be a channeler. You could be just a divine being doing your thing, being yourself, building for you, and also helping the collective. And these other souls and these other energies that have jinns that work through their shells have truly... This could have started in Gemini season of this year. This could have began last year during Sagittarius season. Tell me more about this Five of Wands. What else? The Sun and the Five of Cups. The Sun and the Five of Cups. That's clarity and depth following. The Sun and the Five of Cups. The Two of Pentacles, Princess of Pentacles, the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands. I was going to say their foundation. They're in deep regret. So, basically, and the Devil's on top of the deck. These oppressors have to do so much inner work, it's not even funny. And a lot of their tools, since they've abused it, is getting taken away from them. And, you know, these are karmic ass energies. These are just energies that don't want to see other people do well. And that's because the shaitan is working 24/7. The jinns are working 24/7 through these beings. So, for instance, I'm one that has a light very bright, right? And I'm aware of how bright my light is. I'm aware I worked very hard to be this healed version of me. And can't nobody step to me, bring up my past. Can't nobody step to me and talk a whole bunch of nonsense. And I mean well by all. But I've worked on so hard on so many parts of myself that, and I've also let go of. So when you've worked on these parts of yourself and you show up in the eyes of others, people that have not worked on themselves will feel some type of way with you. You are the antidote. You are a reminder of the poison that your enemies drink. When they see you, they can't stand you. Right? You got people, you got strangers, you got people in the shadows that don't even know you, never even had a conversation with you, never even sat at a table with you, that have seen you online, and you may do what they do, they don't like it. They just see you online and they get furious, right? And you could be telepathic as I. You hear when somebody's talking about you. You was always right about everything, because the ones that I'm speaking to, you have dealt with this all your life. So it's not like it's your first rodeo going through a bunch of spiritual warfare. You are tapped in. Tell me more about this Four of Wands. Anything else? The Seven of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. They work. The Seven of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. This has to do with you. They've been trying to... Wow. Somebody also from your childhood or your family. Moon in Aquarius, Sun in Virgo. Judgment. You know, it's like these people wanted your leadership. They wanted your destiny, basically. With this Venus and Aries, they also love your power. And they've been trying to work through the moon, right, with this treachery-ass energy, to work behind the scenes to go against you. But what's happening to them is that same treachery, the spirits are doing it onto them. The spirits are doing it onto them, baby. I got divine order. When I speak, I tell the truth. And this is what's happening. Whatever they've been trying to do to you, that's what they said. The world. Capricorn energy. And the Fool. And this ending here, this is an ending here. Saturn rules. Death on top of the deck still. The Wheel of Fortune is divine order. The High Priestess, the Hanged Man. The Two of Swords, strength. Yeah. It's not a joke, guys. This is some serious spiritual warfare stuff. I'm not talking to anybody that hasn't... You know who I'm talking to. And this shit is getting really... Some of you could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It don't even matter. It's collective. But... Can you tell me more about this World card? What do you want to say here? Tell me more about this World card. The Five of Pentacles. The Ten of Swords and the Eight of Wands and the Ten of Cups. Tell me more about this world. Tell me more about the world. The King of Pentacles. The Queen of Cups. Tell me more about this world. What's ending? What's coming? The Ten of Cups. Five of Swords right there. There's just a lot of disputes going on between multiple energies. Tell me more about the... What else? Tell me more about the Ten of Cups. The Seven of Pentacles. Stagnancy. Something slow burning. The Six of Wands. Six of Wands. Ooh. The Seven of Cups, which is the Seven of Hearts. Jack of Hearts. The Queen of Swords and the Three of Cups, almost in reverse. The Queen of Cups. This Queen of Cups could have been manipulating somebody. Especially with the Seven of Cups here. With the Seven of Hearts. This Queen of Cups could have been you could have had multiple energies manipulating others, and this shit is coming to an end. This could have even been online too. You know, people hating of your online presence. Nine of Swords on top of the deck. The Five of Pentacles. What's going to happen to these oppressors? What else do they need to know? Clarify the Seven of Swords, they said. Tell me more about the Seven of Swords. The Four of Wands. The Four of Wands again. The Four of Wands here by the Seven and the Eight of Pentacles. Another Four of Wands. Their whole foundation. The Ten of Wands. They're going to be oppressed. Your oppressors are now going to be in oppression. That's all I'm going to say. Everything. Everything. That's what Allah said. That's what my spirits and the Airgoon said. The Three of Wands. And we had the Three of Wands here. The King of Swords. That's the truth. That's Mikael. This ain't no game, baby. So, that's it. Seven of Wands here. This energy, everything was divinely orchestrated. Everybody you've came across, you've signed a deal to go through these contracts. There was even somebody else. My girl Dove on here was literally talking about in her read, saying, and I don't listen to everybody because I can't, but her reads, especially on TikTok, I be listening to, and I'm just like, yo, she is just amazing, because she's like, you had things to do. The noble ones had things to do. And these karmics wanted to come back down here for fun, to mess with you, which is absolutely true. Everything is divinely orchestrated. The contracts we signed, the people we, even you coming across me, you signed this contract, right? Me going through my own battles with people trying to oppress me, people also trying to, thinking they could destiny swap with me, thinking they could embody my energy. I signed up for this. So you guys got to understand, you signed up for this Seven of Swords, this treachery, right? This death energy, because you knew that you could handle it. And the ones that I'm speaking to, you came back down here to complete lessons and learn and be and do. They didn't. They just came back down here to cause chaos. And I don't want to say any scarcity mindset stuff. You guys know how deep this spiritual warfare get from a lot of deep stuff. All right? And they will be oppressed. You know, they will. All right. I'll talk to you soon.